Welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. I'm Carolyn Shearlock, here with tips, reviews, and how-tos for your cruising adventure. The Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Sail Caribbean, the premier teenage adventure camp in the British Virgin Islands. Sail Caribbean fosters self-confidence, leadership, and personal growth through sailing, scuba, community service, and marine biology adventures. Empower your teen with an extraordinary Caribbean experience. Use coupon code BOATGALLEY to receive 10% off tuition.
Slow down, slow down.
Do you remember how everything on your boat ran last year? What was the normal output for the watermaker? How much did the solar panels typically put out? How long do you need to plug in the rechargeable vacuum cleaner? Where do you turn the oven knob for 350 degrees? Even living on the boat full time, we didn't always see the little changes in how things ran, or remember the settings for things we used less frequently. At first, we tried keeping notebooks and spreadsheets with the information. To be honest, we often forgot to write things down, so we sometimes didn't catch a problem in the early stages. It's even worse if you're not on the boat full time. Then my husband Dave called on his background in industry. He worked at a steel mill for 37 years, working his way up from laborer to middle management. Instead of having to look things up in a notebook, he said, why not just mark the item in question? And so, armed with a Sharpie waterproof felt markers, several colors of nail polish — white nail polish is great on dark surfaces — a bunch of cheap plastic tags and cable ties, we began marking everything in sight. Some items were in the galley, some not. In addition to operational marks such as on the watermaker control panel, we also marked direction of flow on hoses, charging times on items that didn't have an automatic shutoff, filter change dates, EPIRB test dates. Well, you get the picture. Some markings enabled us to see that things were running correctly, some were there to make troubleshooting easier, and some reminded us of scheduled maintenance. Others simply made it easy to replicate settings. For example, my oven temperature knob didn't have any temperatures marked. The result: we caught a lot of problems early, stayed on top of maintenance, and didn't wonder where we should set things. Best of all, it didn't take long to do, and the supplies are cheap. Until next time. Thanks for listening. If you like the show, please be sure to subscribe in your podcast app. Just search for the Boat Galley Podcast. And reviews are always appreciated. Until next time, then.
Slow down.